Well, you know what going back to school means. It means outfitting the kids with a new wardrobe, check. School supplies, check. And checkups at the doctor. But when was the last time the kids were given a comprehensive eye exam? With us this morning as part of our My Family series are Betsy Cowand, a kindergarten teacher from West Shore Elementary School in Tampa, Florida, and Dr. Larry Lampert, a developmental and behavioral optometrist. They're here this morning to talk about the relationship between healthy quality vision and performance both in and out of the classroom. Good morning to the both of you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Can I tell you how much I love this lady? Kindergarten teacher, 14 students. She keeps them all in line. I've been in a kindergarten class. It's not always easy.
It is not easy, but it's worth the effort.
Absolutely. What a sweet profession. I wanted to ask you, so as we prepare here to get ready to go back to school, why is an eye exam so important, doctor?
Well, 80% of learning comes through the visual system. And in our country, 1 out of every 4 children has an undetected vision problem that's affecting them in the classroom. And it's just not being picked up by the screenings we do. The screenings are missing different things that are critical for today's world, you know, looking at computers, reading books, not like the screenings years ago where it was just for the blackboard.
And I bet teachers can see what's going on,
yes,
right?
Definitely.
What do you notice?
So much of their learning is through vision, be it reading, be it science, math, any of the subjects that we're working with. If they can't clearly see and don't have the ability to see well, they are not going to be successful in the classroom. What I tend to see is children start withdrawing from the classroom. They show lack of interest. They become quite fidgety. And truly, they believe that they are not being successful.
I think that's such a great point. They don't really know.
They
They're little kids.
Especially the young ones.
Yeah,
they
don't know what's going on. And I think this is something that's especially important to keep an eye out for in young kids, right, doctor?
Yes. Very important. I've had several children that getting an eye exam and finding the root of the problem changed their lives. You know, I had one girl who was forced to sit on a stool in the back of the classroom because maybe then she would pay attention. And she was farsighted, which means she could not hold her focus with her eyes. And through a pair of glasses, she was able to do that. Top reading group, most changed, most improved student in the classroom, totally changed her life. She was isolated before, and now she was back with her friends.
But so how heartbreaking is that for you to hear as a teacher?
I think it's terrible. I do. It's very hard to rebuild a child's self-esteem, confidence. They already feel like they are not fitting into the classroom.
And so as an eye doctor, some problems, some telltale signs, some things that you would see when a child comes in that you would say, yes, this child needs glasses.
Yeah, obvious is nearsightedness, which is being able to see books maybe, but not the board. There's farsightedness, which these children tend to pass the screenings, but they're straining so hard to see with their eyes that they can't do it all day. And there's eye coordination problems that are usually never picked up by the screenings, where what we have to do with our eyes to keep them aligned to read and look at computers is difficult for a lot of children. And one of the telltale symptoms I see there is that they will skip or substitute small words. And these are words that they know. You know, if you saw them on a 3x5 card, you know, by themselves, they would know the word. But once they have to navigate through the paragraph, they tend to skip over them and will substitute or miss. So look for that in your children and definitely get them examined.
And then so the best form of correction that you would recommend for little kids?
Well, I like lenses. I like transitions lenses. They block 100% of the UV light, which is important for children because children are more susceptible to UV light coming in through the front of the eye. The lens also is impact resistant and adapts to varying lighting conditions. So they can be inside the classroom, the lens will be perfectly clear, go outside to the playground, and they darken. And there's a lot of school systems that won't allow sunglasses in the school.
I was going to ask about that. You know, in terms of the best choice for a child's lifestyle. But you say sunglasses, not so much.
They're dark all the time. They stay the same shade. The child would have to take them off when they went into the classroom. And we don't know that all of them block 100% of UV.
Sure. So, you know, as we wrap up here, Betsy, as a teacher in the classroom on the front line, what advice do you have for parents? What would you say, listen, this is what you should look for?
Parents need to be looking for signs, complaining of headaches, squinting to see things, fatigue, lack of interest, tilting to see, trying to accommodate, bringing things up, bringing things far behind. They really need to pay attention for those signs. They're all there to say that something is not right with how the child is seeing in their world.
Thank you all so much for coming on the show and sharing this very useful information with us this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And to learn more about healthy quality vision for the whole family, including games and activities and signs your child actually might need an eye exam, go to ididn'tknowthat.com.